It's already going.
Abhinandan.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Hello, good evening, good evening. Where is our man?
Hi, good evening. My name is Raghu Kumar. Can we have your introduction, please?
Actually, my name is Balchandra Gimire.
Hi, Mr. Bal.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, is my voice clear?
Yeah, ma'am. Clear.
Am I audible? Okay, that's good. Okay. So, and is the slide visible?
Yes, yes.
That's visible. Okay, that's good. Great. So, yeah, let's start. So we are going to have a new session that is not operations management. And Okay, so this may be like a part of your learning event. That is a learning module, whichever uh, the course you have taken, whether it's like art subject or the accounts or the like the commerce subjects, whatever it is, like so there would be like a subject or like something related to this operations management. So you would be like you will have like an opportunity to to go through this. Okay, so that's why I've taken this as our learning module for the next 3 to 4 weeks. Okay. So, generally, according to you, what is operations? Like in an organization, what is managing the operation means? You can know, like you're free to give your answers. Let the organization be, like any kind. Let it be a production unit, or it can be a digital marketing company, or it can be a service sector, whatever. So, according to you, so what is managing the operation means? Yeah, any volunteers?
Managing day-to-day activities with respect to the process.
Okay, managing day-to-day activities with respect to the process. Okay, fine, that's great. So, who formulates this process? Who decides this process?
In process industry, process will be decided by the product which you want to prepare. Upon that, the process will be there, like a distillation column, a furnace, whatever it is. So managing that operation of furnace is the, you can say, operations, and managing that operations with the management, you can say operation management.
Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, so
Process,
any other?
process
Yeah,
can,
Manoj.
process can, hi, Raghu here. Actually, process can be decided and process can be implemented always by the administration or the management who conducts that any kind of event or any kind of the program.
Mhm. Okay, good, good. Thank you so much. Yes, yes. And any other input? Okay. So you all know, like, as you know, like, not only like students of in some universities, you're like professionals as well, working professionals as well. So you would be knowing that every organization has like different levels of employees, or like you can observe a particular kind of hierarchy. So like there would be like a group of people who has invested in the company, who are responsible for like making strategic decisions. There is no the bigger decisions which involves cost, budgeting, and like capitalizing, like investing, and buying assets for the company, employing like the concerned like the related employees, whoever is whose background is, or whose experience relates to the job, like which is to be done. So these are the strategic decisions, so this is taken by the no the top level, or the, you can say, the C level, that consists of the CEOs, COOs, CFOs, and all president, and shareholders, and everyone. And then we have the the tactical level employees. That is like all the departmental heads, and sometimes in few organizations, team leaders for that matter. So they come under like the tactical level. That is not, they take all the uh, tactical level decisions. That is like, as you said, the day-to-day operations. So they formulate this day-to-day operations on how the the process should go on. So what about the top level, the C level people? So are they not going to like make any decide any processes? So they would be responsible for like bringing a system. There is a like a workflow system in the organization, whereas these tactical employees and departmental heads, they are concerned, or they take up the responsibility of like managing the day-to-day operations or day-to-day activities of the organization. And then we have the operational level. Operational level is the core operational level, or the basic operational level, through which the company gets profited. That is like, if it is a production company, so production manufacturing is the main operations which yields profit to the company. So all the employees who are in the production unit, manufacturing unit, or assembly unit, so whatever, so they directly contribute to the profit of the company. So they are responsible for generating the revenue for the company. So they are called as, initially in convention old days, they were called as like low level, but that was like that term was like removed from the industry. Then they were called as like worker level management, worker level people, or worker level employees, and that too was like slowly removed, and now they are like termed as operational level employees. So we have this strategic level people who takes all the strategic decisions, and they are responsible for like bringing up a system. There's a system to run the organization, right? So a system. And then comes the tactical level employees, who are departmental heads, and they or like they take up the responsibility of managing the day-to-day operations, or dealing with the tactical decisions and everything. And then you have the operational level employees, and who contributes directly to the profit of the company, who generates revenue for the company with the work, the main or the base work, like on which the company is, like surviving. Okay, so in case of like marketing, it's a marketing company. So marketing is the the main job or the main activity which like generates revenue for the company. So all the marketing professionals, like executives and team leaders, so everyone they are termed as the operational level employees. So this thing uh, this was happening like till uh, 10 years back. You can say like 7 or 10 years back. But now slowly things are changing up. So if even the operational level employees can bring a system, they can also like come with the system, like how an organization should move on. So their ideas and their their suggestions are also being welcomed by the strategic level people, that is the C level people. Okay, and things are being implemented, and few companies who have implemented the ideas and guidelines given by these operational level employees, so they have met with the success. The very best example is the Toyota company, in Japan. So the operational level workers or the important or the like they are seen as the highest level of employees in Toyota company. Okay, so now things are changing. So getting influenced, there few companies got influenced by this Toyota production system and the way they work, and the top management, the way they deal with the operation level employees and everything. So they got inspired, influenced, and like these Western countries slowly they took up the idea and like started implementing in their organizations as well. And so it was a success. It was like a success. So like many companies are like following it nowadays. So there is no such conventional hierarchy being followed like anymore. Maybe in very few organizations, so like a governmental organization, so hierarchy is to be followed. They have no other choice. And like some take an example of educational institutions, the hierarchy like it has to be like followed. So again, there is no choice, like so in few organizations, like the same system is being followed, whereas like in most of the other new startups and organizations, so things are like rapidly changed. Okay, so let's see, like deal with what is like operations management. We have like two definitions. That is, it's a management of systems or processes that create goods and or provide services. That is like uh, it is a management of systems. So as I said, who formulates the systems? Earlier, it was only the tactical level. That is the C level employees. Who like who are CEOs, CFOs, vice presidents, presidents, and everyone, shareholders. But now even the operational level employees, they also sometimes like take up the responsibility of bringing a system, like in the workflow or in the quality level of the giving the best quality level for the product or whatever it is. So they also can come up with a system. They can like communicate their idea of the for like this system to the top management or to the middle level management, that is to the tactical level or to the strategic level people, and like they can get approval, and that system if accepted by all the employees, all the level of employees, that can be implemented. So it's a management of the system or processes, whatever, like processes, which like uh, process of the company, the day-to-day operations of the company, that create goods and provide services. So this is not only applicable for one particular department. So most of most of the people in the industry think that's okay. So if it is an operations management, so definitely like it is confined only to the term itself is not like confined only to the production unit or to the manufacturing unit or to some assembling department. So that is not true. So operations management is applicable, and all the techniques and few processes are applicable to each and every department in the organization. So operations management can be applied to the marketing department, to the HR department, to the operations department, in the sense the who takes care of the other technical operations, and it is applicable to sales department or whatever, no, whichever department is like in the organization. So this term, this process, this system, all the techniques followed in the operations management, the process is applicable to all the departments. And then the second definition is concerned with converting materials and labor into goods. So the main factor is converting the material. A few guys know, like of you haven't muted your audio. Please mute your audio. So we are hearing background noises. Joseph, Mr. Joseph, please mute your audio. And yeah, we were discussing about the second definition. Yes, it's converting the materials and labor. Again, it applies to all the departments. So whatever materials here, it means to the resources. Okay, the resources available for running the process. So the resources and the labor, that is the manpower. So material and manpower into goods and services as efficiently as possible to maximize the profit of the organization. So how efficiently you're utilizing these resources and the manpower, and not only these two factors, you have to efficiently make use of the time available, for completing a process or completing a project, and the skills of the manpower. Manpower in the sense, no, just not there, no, the work, the skills, no, they usually, they possess. Few employees will be, exceptionally good in one particular skill other than doing their routine work in the organization. So it's a responsibility of the departmental head or the C-level people to identify such employees and who possess an extraordinary skill other than the normal routine workflow. I mean the work skill they possess. So identify those skills and utilize those skills for the betterment of the organization as well as for the employee. So utilizing those skills, it shouldn't only improve the organization, not only improving the profit of the organization, but also some level of improvement on the employee side as well. So in this way, the employees and the organization can coexist and co-grow with each other. So in the industry. And so it is not like converting materials and labor into goods and services as efficiently as possible to maximize the profit of an organization. So money is the core factor, right? To run any organization, few companies deny this fact, but they say customer satisfaction is the core factor which runs the business. So customer is king. So if customer likes a product or likes a company or likes the service, so whichever product you offer, if it is liked by the customer, your company will survive for some time in the industry. So of course, that's another fact, but to run the day-to-day operations, like in the organization, you need money. So money is needed. So obviously that money can be, generated as, the revenue, which comes, from the sale of goods or services. So the revenue is used to for, the day-to-day operations. So to make it more, effective or, to have a sustained flow of, income into the organization, you have to use these operation management techniques or processes, whatever. So which is, to all the departments, or if you see there is a stoppage or there is a stagnation in any of the particular department's process, so identify that a problem immediately as soon as possible. Identify in which department and what is the reason for this slow moving process or stagnation. Mr. Sharif Ali, please mute your audio. Mr. Joseph, Ashok or Akok Joseph, please mute your audio. Yes, thanks. So, making identifying the problem in the very initial stage itself, and applying the operation management techniques and processes in that particular department or in that particular project, and then no like clearing off no all the problems, no like resolving all the problems, no like so that no the work flows on, it continues. Okay. And then, so overall, so the business processes, it's an integration of, it is the operations management, it's an integration of the core business processes with the finance factor and the technology factor. So you're using all these three together whenever it's applicable or wherever it is applicable in the organization, making use of all these three, and no like adapting to new processes, adapting to new technology, and no like coming up with new financial plans or budgeting plans so that no like the money no like doesn't get wasted, like following few techniques like economy of scale or economy of distance, whatever it is, no like so that no you're not no like overspending the money from the organization, so you're spending it only for the sake of no like the core activity or for the customer satisfaction alone. So money doesn't flow anywhere else, but no, it flows only for the core business processes. So operations management is the integration of or no like getting excerpts from all these three factors. That is business processes, finance, and technology. So you're mixing it all together, applying the techniques no in all these factors, so that no there is some kind of no like advancement in the workflow or advancement in the processes. It may be of no like the quality factor, or it may be of no like the way the employees have no like changed their working style, or it may be of no like generating money in no like some other new ways or new ideas by investing in no some new other investment ideas. So it can be anything. So overall, to meet no not to know like get the profit for the organization, to generating the revenue for the organization, operations management is required. So things you have to consider is, so the time, it shouldn't be wasted. The manpower, their time, that is their skills, their energy, that shouldn't be wasted. It has to be properly utilized. So extraordinary skills, no extra skills they possess other than the normal workflow skills, if they possess some extra skills, so that can also be made use for the organization. And no like usage of technology. So some new technology has no like which eases the process, or which like gives some added enhancement to the product or the service, whatever the company is giving. So making use of all these operations management is applied, and like the process, the workflow, it goes in a smooth way. Okay. So this term operations management, like when like the world get to know about this term, how it all started. So this technique, like operations management is technique, like it's prevailing for a very long time. Uh, like originating back to like when early humans, they were like working for something, for the betterment of their workflow or for the betterment of their living. When they formed a group, and they when they joined their hands, and they involved in some kind of a job or some work process. So there these this technique started. So even before that, like if you see, like the early humans, like used to be the hunters. So in groups they go hunt animals, and like uh, they use it for their clan, and whatever is the remaining resources, that the remaining the parts or the body of the animal, so they make sure that is being preserved for the future. So they started preserving it for future. They started like storing it for future needs, and so that the clan doesn't get uh, starved because of any other like natural calamities. So here it started. Then slowly when civilization developed, and they started building like small urbanized like civilized towns and civilized villages, like so everything was a teamwork. So nothing was like done by a single, like you can't say this was like done by a single individual. So everything was a teamwork. So they joined hands together, they formed a team, they formulated, like the guidelines to be followed. So the what are the operations to be done? That is, what are the process to be done? Who are responsible for doing which processes? So they started building up, civilized society. Then slowly they, like after some time, they started building, like huge, like great structures like pyramids of Giza or Great Wall of China, or any wonders you take, like any infrastructure you take in the world, it was all a teamwork. So they followed some systems. So they, had a system to work on. They followed a process to work on. They stick on to the quality. That's why, like few monuments are still surviving even after a number of earthquakes or like number of natural calamities. Few monuments are still surviving. Still they are existing. And like then slowly, like when the clans started like fighting each other, when the clashes happened between like two different clans. So when it happened between two civilized societies, it became a war. And like even war tactics, like operations management was applied. That is like when to strike, which is the right time to strike. So what are the resources we need to like attack the enemies or to defend the enemies. And not every civilized society was not attacking each other. Like few countries, few societies, few civilized societies were just doing the defending process instead of getting into the war and attacking the other country or other like clan or whatever. So these operation management techniques was like applied there also, but people were unaware of this because this term is modern term, this operations management, logistics, and the supply chain management, whatever the distribution process. The terms are new, but the activity, that's an ancient one. So that is like age old thing, which is like which we got like from the early days. So then, like when again, when they started, doing bulk production, that is, cultivating the crops, in bulk, and like they started transporting the goods, uh, preparing the goods, that is producing the goods and not trading the goods no in bulk. Again, there's no like operations techniques and management. No, they were no like managing all the operations. There is no like who is responsible for which activity. So on a particular day, which activity has to be done, when to start, when to stop, what should be the output at the end of the day, and know like how many units, what quality it should have, what specifications the product or the service should have, and how much like cost will be incurred on this, involved in this process, and for how much profit this should be sold, whether it's a barter system or whether they started doing trade for money. So whatever, goods for goods or goods for money, whatever the trading system was. So everything, including the cost factor, was like completely planned. Everything was planned, in advance. So slowly, like this thing came into, usage till, till this term was given to this process. So when this term was given to this process, like during the 1700s, when industrial revolution, slowly, like emerged, when it, it started off. So when population grew more and more, there was a need for, to supply the goods to satisfy the needs and demands of the customers. So companies or like group of they were not like exact companies, but they were organizations like run by monarchies and like group of noblemen and like traders. So these organizations, say East India Company or whatever, like many organizations were like functioning at that time. It was either run by the monarchy, the king or queen, it was run by the monarchy, or no, run by the noblemen in the sense, like the ministers, or no, the who has no like who are considered as higher in the society. So few organizations were run by them. And the farmers, there is no like who produced like bulk products and tried to sell them. And the trades people, like who are into, like trades. Mostly they took, they traded, uh, goods for goods or for no goods for money. So this, when things, like started happening, everything, like in bulk quantities. There is like procuring the resources in bulk and no transporting the goods in bulk and no producing and manufacturing or assembling the goods in bulk. Again, no, like storaging and warehousing in bulk, then selling in bulk. So everything, when no, like this bulk concept came, so in those days, there was a need to like term this particular process or a workflow. So that's how this operations management term came into existence. Then the reason is, as I said, for like satisfying the demands of the customers, the manpower, the work of the manpower, that was not enough, because it took a lot of time for the manpower to complete the job in a single day. So there was a need for something, some kind of machinery, some kind of tool which can like function more without getting tired, just like men. So there was a need for like invention of new machinery. So when this new machinery and like new tools and new production concepts like came into existence, so this term and this workflow like it became systemized. So a system was followed, like few techniques were invented by like few scholars to go with the quality process. So that's how like this operations management like evolved from the olden days to the present day. Okay, so the process, the overall processes. So here again, so this applies to all the department in the organization, and it applies to any company in any industry, any organization in any industry. So the input would be the manpower, money. Here I have missed it, time. Time is also an input. Okay, so manpower, that is the employees, their work and material, the resources, the machinery, the tools and machinery, whatever, and money, of course, money is needed, and the information. So information has to be input. So what kind of information will be no input? This is like when the things are being passed from one level to another level, or from one department to another department, information to regarding the process or regarding the product or service. So information to passes from one level to another level, that is one department to another department. So if a company is assembling a new kind of mobile phone, so the information about that mobile phone, so it passes, the decision will be taken by the strategic level people. So they will decide what are all the new future features has to be in that mobile phone. So that information will be passed on to these tactical level people. So they will be okay, so they will understand, okay, so our C-level, uh, uh, professionals, no, they have decided to come up with this new product. So this would be the product, and no, this would be the specifications. This would be the new advanced, technology, in that mobile phone. This is the information, passing on the information. Again, when when the production process starts, the assembling process starts, the operational level employees will be communicated clearly on what should be the specification. And when once everything is done, the production or the assembling is everything is done, so that information gets passed to the distribution channels. That is no either to the retailers or to the wholesalers or these online retailers, where the mobile phones. So in whatever way the mobile phones can be sold to the final customers, consumers, the information to passes on along with the product and the service. That is, what is the product about? What is the usage? What is the time limit? That is the expiry date of the product. So how it has to be handled, how it has to be used, and the cost factor, everything, all the details about the product. So that communication part is also being input and transferred from one level to another level, wherever the product or wherever the process is moved. And transformation, what transformation happens in operations management is product design. So the design, no, that gets not transformed. It is no like whatever design the company is planning, the C level is planning. So that design, no, like it no like comes up, no, like as a final product. The process plan, complete process, no, like planned in advance. The production. So what production technique has to be, no, like chosen, whether it's a batch production or no, like a bulk production. So what production technique has to be, like taken into consideration. So whether no, like raw materials has to be, like stored in advance and can be taken at the time of no like production, or they can just follow the just in time concept, that is no like getting the products from the suppliers just before the production starts. So whether that can be no like made use of. So this process planning, everything, and the production planning. Then control. There is a control of no like each and every process. If there is no control, then no like there will be no idea about when the process is going to stop, or when it is, how the process is going to end, or who are responsible for no like doing this process. And there will be no like no idea to anyone for that matter. So there should be a control in all the flow, in manpower flow, in the material flow, in the cost flow, in everything. Then finally, maintenance. Maintenance of no like everything, not only the process, but maintenance of no like each and everything. So final output would be the products and the services. So this would be no like the feedback would be no like got and no like taken back no with the other variables, that is the inventory, quantity, and the cost. Why these comes under variables is that this is not a constant factor. Inventory is not a constant factor. Quantity is not a constant. Quality, you can fix it as a constant, but quantity, you cannot fix it as a constant. Then cost, it keeps on no like changing. We cannot say no like this is going to be the exact cost of the whole process, or this is going to be the exact quantity. But few quantities may be more, or few quantities may be less. For example, if there is a breakdown during the no like production process, instead of no like you will be planning for 1,000 quantities at the end of the output, but because of the breakdown, or because of no like some malfunctioning of the the machinery, so you may be getting only like 994 or 95 products. So 5 or 6 products will be damaged like during the production process. So you cannot know exactly say that this would be the exact quantity at the end of the output. So it's a variable. Then again, inventory. So inventory, you cannot keep an exact inventory, no exact quantity of inventory each time, no like when it is no like taken for the production. You may be you may need to have some no like safety stock, like buffer inventory, buffer stock. So in case of any problem or any stoppage, you can use that buffer inventory for time being, so that the process will not get stagnated. So inventory also like it cannot be constant, it keeps on changing. And that, okay, so how will you decide like how much inventory I need to have in hand, or how much like money I have to spend for this process, or what should be what is the like the quantity, what quantity like will be at the end of the process. So how this will be decided is based on the past data, like whatever has happened previously in the organization, based on the past data, and taking historical events which has happened in the companies. So based on that, you can have like an overall idea about like how much inventory you have to hold, and what quantity you can expect at the end of the process, and like a speculative cost, like this much, maximum this much, like the overall cost shouldn't exceed 10 crores. So in this way, okay, so everything, whatever the process is, maximum it should lead to only 10 crores. Only 10 crores, the company should spend on the complete process, not more than that. So in this way, you can plan. So all these three factors are considered as variables. Okay. So before moving into like the operation management techniques, okay. So we will see what is a plan and what is a strategy. So plan is nothing but the process of thinking and organizing. Uh, Keep it in mind, it's just a thinking process. You are not executing it. So it's a thinking process. You're not like having an overall thinking. You're not like planning something. So, and not like organizing the required activities to achieve a desired goal. So you want to achieve a desired goal, whether it's personal or no, like it's organizational. So you have a desired goal and you're thinking about how to achieve it. So that's planning. Okay, so it's a thinking process. So it is internal. So planning doesn't mean no, like only when it is executed as a strategy, it's external. So till that, it's no internal. So plan is concrete. Then strategy. Strategy is a plan of action. Here only no, the action part comes into the scene. A plan of action designed to achieve a term or overall aim. That is not strategy is external. You're applying that plan. You're not like going on with that plan. You're executing, implementing that plan. So that is the difference between plan and strategy. So strategy is external. You're not utilizing everything what you have planned for. The resources, the materials, the manpower, the machinery, and the time, the skills of the employees, the money, everything. No, you have started utilizing it for the final output. So that is strategy. So planners, it is just the thinking process, thinking of like what has to be done. Strategy is you're actually doing it. So still there are no like more differences. So basis for comparison, no, it's given no like in one column. Let's see. Okay, meaning is we have already seen, but here they have given no like one more no like idea no to have a difference between plan and strategy. The planning is thinking in advance the for the actions which are going to take place in the future. So thinking in advance, and strategy is best plan. You may be having no like 2, 3 plans in hand. If this plan A, plan B, plan C. So for no like safety reasons, okay. So choosing the best plan, no, which is right for that moment, okay, and executing it, no, like implementing it is the strategy part. So what is it? Planning is a roadmap for accomplishing any task, and strategy is the path chosen. So which path or which plan you're choosing to achieve that objective. So it is related to thinking. Planning is related to thinking, whereas strategy is related to action. And the basis of planning is assumptions. Assumptions that no, like okay, if we are utilizing everything, no, like we will achieve this goal in the future, or this our we will be no like meeting our objective in the this future. So it's an assumption. Whereas strategy, the basis for strategy is practical considerations. So only when you start implementing it, no, like you can see the practical considerations, or you will be no like considering all the practical thing, no, like practical factors, no, happening, no, around you. So there may not be no like few employee turnovers, maybe they're there, employee absenteeism, you may know like face. So whatever you have planned, no, it will not go as no like planned. Whatever thing you're executing, it will not go as planned. So you have to know like at that point of time, you have to know like use some other strategy, like to make the workflow go on. And the term planning is depending upon the circumstances, and the strategy term is no like it's a long term. And the nature is preventive. Planning is no like preventive. You are not thinking in advance, no like okay, these things has to be prevented and these things has to be avoided. So you're thinking, you're planning everything. Where strategy is no very competitive. So when you start implementing, you will see many competitive factors, no like uh, around you. So you will be no like you have to carefully tackle all the factors and no like going on with the strategy. And part of the management function is, yes, planning is a part of the management function. Strategy is sub part of decision making. So as you start implementing the plan, there will be decision making. So before getting into the implementation, you cannot go for any decision because no, like that, nothing is being executed. No, everything, no, it's only in your thinking. It's not being executed. So you don't go, you cannot go for no any decision making. Whereas in strategy, when you have started implementing it, you go for the decision. And finally, the sequences, it comes in the second. That is no like planning comes in the second sequence. First, no like everything is ready. The resources and everything, no, you make it ready. Based on the resources available, you're planning. So this comes second. And strategy. When it comes to strategy comes the first. Then comes the decision making, or then comes, like the tackling of all the problems. So everything. So these are the the comparison basis between the planning and strategy. Okay. So planning. Now there are two types of planning. First one is like aggregate planning. So this is for production process in advance to 66 to 18 months. So this is done before, at least before 6 months, before a production process starts, to give an idea to management as to what quantity of materials and other resources are to be procured, and when, so that the total cost of operations organization kept to the minimum over that period. So if you're an operational level employee or the tactical level employee, you're in advance informing the top management of the organization about this, the production plan or the, marketing plan, whatever. So when you can start it, how much is the money needed, so that, this C-level employees can, plan accordingly, make the money ready accordingly, or make the resources ready accordingly. If needed, they can intake more employees for that particular execution in advance, so that they get enough training before the actual process starts. So this is aggregate plan. That is planning in advance and informing the top management. That is the tactical level people about what you are planning to achieve. Distribution requirement planning is, that is DRP, is a systematic process to make the delivery of goods more efficient by determining which goods in what quantities and what location are required to meet anticipated demand. So this is not like during the production process or once the process gets over. Now the product is ready, then you're not thinking about the distribution. So how to execute the distribution process. That is no what should be the target market or the target customers. Customers are already decided. Now you can go with the selection of the right kind of distribution channels, whether it's going to be offline market or online market. If it is an offline market, what kind of distribution channels, what type of channels you're going to choose, whether retail or wholesaler, or market agents or brokerage agents, commission agents, or if it is going to be an online market, you're planning to sell your products or service through online, then you cannot decide about what channel. Either you can go through online retailing organizations, you can sell your product, that is through Amazon, Flipkart, all online retailers, or you can directly sell through your company's website. Your company may have an own app or own website, and you can sell your products through your company's own web portal or website. So this is distribution requirement plan. So aggregate planning before 6 months of the actual production starts, and distribution requirement planning is just before the production starts or during the time of production. Or sometimes few companies, they will know whether they are distributing the products or not. In advance, they will not keep the products readily in hand, speculating the forecasting the demand in in nearby future. In case of seasonal products, like if it is a rainy season, usually the rainy season in Kerala, it's between June, July, August. So you can keep the products related to that rainy season in advance in January, February itself. Say the raincoats or the umbrellas, so or heaters. So these things can be in advance. The companies can produce and keep in advance. Then they can plan about the distribution process. So these are the two types of planning. Then we have three types of strategies. The first one is level strategy. That is, the company continuously produces goods equal to the average demand of the goods. So this is done when there is an average demand for the company's products. So always there is a demand. So there is no stagnation, or there is no out of stock, out of stock situation happening, or there is no like dead stock situation happen. There is an average demand for a particular product, no, which is produced by the company. So this is level strategy. And second one is chase strategy or demand matching strategy. This is produced only enough goods to meet or exactly match the demand for goods. So if there is a sudden demand in the market, to meet that sudden demand, only know like the exact number or know like the speculated number of products, no, which the company thinks that okay, this products, this stock, it would be sold out. So whatever they are deciding, no, like so that is chase strategy. So you're forecasting demand and know like that may be a sudden demand in the market. To meet that sudden demand, you're no like quickly producing the product or service and you're no immediately no like distributing to the customers. So this is chase strategy. But you have to know like keep on waiting for no that event to happen. You should be keenly watching the market. No like so what would be the no like the next day demand in the market. So that much no like now mobile industries no like they are in this chase strategy. So they keep on no like going on with no like more advancements in their no like mobiles. And of course no like LED TVs and no like AC units for many electronics. No, they keep on no like advancing day by day. So they are keenly looking in the market, okay, looking into the market industry. So what is happening? What is no like what product is being no like designed and distributed by the competitors? No, and in what way they can no come up with no like the same product or some new product better than their competitors' product. So this is chase strategy. And the third one is hybrid strategy. That is the combination of both and as well as it enables to associate low cost production and differentiation. So hybrid, like in both strategies or both like pull strategy as well as push strategy can be followed. So that no like sometimes you're meeting the demand of the customers and sometimes to avoid any no like like obsolete stock situation, you're carefully like producing the products after getting the order from the customer. That is push and pull strategy, both things no like hybrid you're no like using it for no like for safely no like continuing no like in the market, continuing in the industry. Okay. So, to end with, no, like we are just going to have a quick look about the techniques, no, like usually used in operations management, and most of these techniques are, no, like contributed by the Japan's Toyota production system, TPS. You know, like usually they are, no, like called as TPS in the industry. TPS is Toyota production system. So most of these techniques, that is JIT, Jidoka, Kanban, Kaizen, Lean, and Soko, Muri. So these techniques, no, like the production techniques or the distribution, it can be applied in no like any process, any operations process. Even though it was no like initially implemented by the Toyota production unit in their production unit, but slowly when no like these techniques were no like these techniques influenced the Western countries, no like organizations in Western countries or production units in Western countries. They got influenced by these techniques, and because the output was great, very very great. So they started utilizing it in their production units, and slowly these techniques now moved on from production units to other industries as well, to IT industry, for service industry, for no like marketing industry, for all types of industry, no like you can no use these techniques. That is JIT is just in time. We all know that is no like supplying the asking the suppliers, raw material suppliers to supply the materials just before the production starts. So in this way, no, like you can avoid any storage cost. That is, there is no need for no like storage of the raw materials in advance no, before the production. That is no like for taking, no, for utilizing it before the production. So just in time. And Jidoka. Jidoka is another technology. I'll know like come to it later. Kanban. Kanban is like a, like a scorecard. Scorecard is no like just like our report card. So initially in olden days, only the production supervisor or the guys, you have to mute your audio. I think the coordinator has not muted. Okay, good. So Kanban is like a scorecard. So in olden days, only the supervisor of the flow, that is the no that the supervisor of the production unit. So only he or she only knows, like what are the resources or like right now in hand, and what process should be done on that particular day. How many employees has to be like utilized for that process. How many machineries has to be like have operated on that particular date, and how many resources has to be taken as an input for the production, and how long the production should go on, and what type of production process or technique it should be followed on that particular day, and at the end of the when the process should stop, at the end of the day, like how many units are expected as output, and the quality related to the products and everything, like only the supervisor knows. So on a daily basis, this supervisor will be, like explaining this thing to the employees before the start of the work. So this was happening previously, but now usage of that the Kanban boards, the scoreboards, like almost all the operational level employees gets an idea about what is happening in the production unit or what is happening in the overall process. So we'll discuss this later, okay, in our next section. Then is Jidoka. Jidoka is it's usage of automation and manpower 50-50. You're not completely like utilizing only the automation process, and you're not completely relying on the manpower for the workflow. So 50% automation, 50% manpower. So that is Jidoka. So that the efficiency can be maintained. So if something goes wrong in the automation, immediately the process can be stopped. Things can be like uh, uh, verified and solved. Whatever like it can be repaired, and then you can start with the process. And then Kaizen. Kaizen, we all know, like it's a continuous improvement, in overall the process. There is no like it's not a rigid process. It's not a rigid workflow. If there is a need to change, if there is a need to adapt to some new change, so yes, you can go with the adaptation, and you can like mend the flow. That is a mend the work process or mend the workflow accordingly. So the final output, it's the quality what the company is asking for or the customer is asking for. So for the betterment of the the company, or for the betterment of the quality of the product, or for customer satisfaction, so you can like adjust your like the process like uh, according to the the market requirements. So the lean strategy is like minimizing the waste. That is like reduce, recycle, and reuse. So minimizing wastages in the work environment. And Six Sigma. Six Sigma is the the advanced version of ISO, like getting an ISO certification. So Six Sigma, like if an organization gets a Six Sigma certification, it means like they are following a particular system, uh, very, very committedly, they are following a particular system, so that the total or overall quality of their workflow, overall quality of their output is like exceptionally good. So it can be Six Sigma can be obtained by an individual as well. Because if I want to have a Six Sigma certificate, so I can have, there are no like levels of certification. There is no like green belt, yellow belt, just like in like karate or like the taekwondo, whatever. So you have no like belt certification, belt level of certification, Six Sigma. So either organizations or a group of people or an individual can get a Six Sigma certification. Then SOCO is now like the quality circle. There is a group of operational workers. They form. a circle that they meet once in a week or twice in a month or whichever is feasible for them, and they discuss about the workflow. This is where like I said, even the operational level employees can come with the system, can make decision, can do decision making, can decide on how the quality of output should be, or what has to be done on that particular day, how many employees has to be involved. So everything taken by the operational level employees, that would be communicated to the tactical level, C level people, and that would be accepted and implemented. And Mura and Muri. So we saw three types of wastages or unevenness happening in the work production unit. So we will discuss about it. And PERT diagram and Gantt chart. This is for uh, that analyzing the output of the operation management. Like if you are utilizing the techniques, all these techniques, and you're working, you're going with the systematic workflow. So this diagram or this chart, it gives you an idea about how efficiently you're utilizing the resources and what would be the final output. Okay. So all these techniques, all these, the, advancements, we will see it in the next session. Okay. So if anyone has any doubt, you can stay back. I'll be here for 2 minutes. So you can ask your doubts so others can know, we can see in the next session.